Ah, that sweet, sweet symphony of dial-up internet. If you're old enough to remember this sound, you probably have mixed feelings about it. Anticipation, excitement, and pure frustration. For some of you, this might trigger vivid flashbacks of waiting minutes, just to connect, praying nobody in your house picks up the phone. For younger viewers, it might sound like a wild myth. Trust me, it's all true. And it was magnificent. Imagine it's 1999. Your beige desktop computer hums warmly in the corner of your room. A giant CRT monitor flickering slightly, promising adventure. Dial-up internet wasn't just technology. It was a doorway into a rapidly expanding digital universe, and it changed how we lived, communicated, and explored. Connecting to the internet wasn't something you did casually. It required commitment. You'd click, connect, and then you'd wait, holding your breath. Those screeching tones, like a fax machine having an existential crisis, were oddly comforting. They meant the World Wide Web was just moments away, and once you were online, the possibilities felt endless, even though your time probably wasn't. Internet wasn't unlimited. Many of us had to ration our surfing carefully, or risk parental wrath at month's end. Internet wasn't just about technology. It was culture itself. Websites were handmade and quirky, not corporate and polished. Remember GeoCities? A digital neighborhood filled with glittery text, spinning GIFs, and guest books where friends, and random strangers, left comments like, "Great page, sign mine back." Dial-up was more than just a way to access websites. It was the hub of your social universe. Instant messaging services, like AOL and ICQ, defined friendships, love interests, and teenage drama. Long before emojis, we expressed feelings with ASCII art, and emoticons like : smiley faces, true poetry in pixels. Sites like Yahoo and AltaVista ruled the search landscape, each click an uncertain leap into the unknown. Google was barely a blip on the radar, just one quirky newcomer among many. And email? It wasn't something we checked obsessively on smartphones. No, it was a purposeful ritual, almost like picking up actual letters. Hotmail, AOL, Yahoo Mail, your inbox was a cherished destination. The internet also became a shopping mall. In 1999, e-commerce was new. Amazon was primarily an online bookstore, and eBay was the Wild West of online auctions. Buying something online felt adventurous and slightly risky. Would your item ever arrive? Nobody knew for sure. This was also the year Napster took off. Suddenly music was free, albeit controversially, revolutionizing the way we discovered bands and genres. Music went from being a carefully budgeted commodity to a buffet, with teenagers swapping MP3 files like baseball cards. Yes, it was piracy, but it was also the first taste of instant digital culture. But let's be real. Dial-up wasn't always charming. It tested your patience. Web pages loaded pixel by pixel. Images appeared line by line. And streaming video? Forget it. Still, there was something uniquely satisfying about watching that progress bar finally hit 100%. Here's some perspective. Dial-up internet clocked in at a blazing 56 kilobits per second. That's kilobits, not megabits. Today, the average US household enjoys around 200 megabits per second. That means modern connections are roughly 3,500 times faster. Back then, loading a single image could take 20 seconds. Today, you could stream 4K video on multiple devices simultaneously and still have bandwidth left to order pizza online. Dial-up was like riding a tricycle on the Autobahn. Heroic effort, minimal speed. Despite the slowness, dial-up brought us together. Chat rooms were buzzing communities, where you'd meet strangers who shared your niche interests. Forums thrived on detailed, thoughtful discussions, because every post mattered. After all, you couldn't just swipe to the next notification. Internet time was precious, and each connection felt intentional. And gaming online? 1999 was groundbreaking. Multiplayer wasn't seamless and effortless. It was a privilege. Gamers crowded around Half-Life and Quake servers, and the most dedicated players risked phone bills rivaling the GDP of small nations. Lag wasn't just an annoyance. It was part of the experience. Today, everything's at our fingertips. Yet somehow the charm and sense of discovery that defined the dial-up days have faded. Back then, we genuinely believed that waiting 5 minutes to connect to the web was the pinnacle of technology. We were surfing the future. So here's to the dial-up days, when every connection was an event, every web page was a small victory, and the internet felt endless, yet cozy, frustrating yet fascinating. Thanks for joining Retro Rewind on this nostalgic ride through the internet of 1999. Got a favorite dial-up memory? Share it in the comments. Hit that bell, and we'll catch you in the next rewind.